And he is eternal, for he has lived long ages before we are born. Long after we are dust.
Overseer Sturgis, my youngest sister lives with my wife and me, but does not cook or clean. She thinks on curious subjects, machinery and numerical calculations. And only yesterday she spoke of a wish to read a book. What shall I do?
Wow.
This is very troubling. For such a young lady is easy prey to the outsider. If not already within his grasp, watch her carefully for signs of it. She may fall into fit, or be heard speaking to the empty air, or laugh or cry without provocation. Perhaps a disfigured man may come and inquire after her, or you might discover small items in the house, branded as if by intense heat, or the bones of rats may be found in her bedclothes. Be wary.
Overseer Sturgis, is the outsider a winged serpent?
Well, Coriander of Mordor wrote that such serpents are kin to the whales and leviathans. And indeed, sailors off the shores of Pandysia tell of great winged shapes seen circling far inland, if such reports are to be believed. But the outsider is something else, not of flesh. A being that haunts creation from first to last, incorporeal but not without force and influence. And so, briefly and in conclusion, not a winged serpent.
In dreams, I have seen my hand.
God damn it. I was trying to listen to that conversation. Where the hell is this guy coming from?
In my youth, many indeed, and not lacking in enthusiasm.
You are an annoyance. Where the hell did this guy come from? Seriously. Because that was out of nowhere, and he made it completely impossible for me to listen to that conversation. I swear I took care of everyone outside of this place, and then suddenly there's just some random guy that comes out and makes it completely impossible to listen to the rest of that conversation. It's just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, dude all the way across the hall here. Going over here that I can tell. Definitely hear a rune somewhere around here. Screw you, buddy. Screw you. Are you kidding me? Where the hell are all these guys coming from? I swear there should not be anyone around here. There's just suddenly like a bajillion different guys coming out of nowhere. What is going on? Of course. I don't know where these guys are coming from. Doesn't make any sense to me. This is just crazy stuff. We'll be back. Alright, let's take care of Mr. Random Respawn over here. This is exactly why I'm playing with these saves, these quick saves here, is because there's so many weird things about this game, just random quirks. Like, people will see you when they probably shouldn't. In some cases, it's my fault, of course. And then, on top of that, you get these random weird respawns out of nowhere, which I don't know what that's about. And look at that, he just like turns around like crazy. What is that? That's gotta be messed up AI pathing or something. That doesn't seem right at all. Alright. I'll just take care of you before you continue to be an ass. Like, put you up here. I'm sure no one's going to look on a shelf for a body. And if they do, that would be really annoying, wouldn't it? I'm sure they will somehow look for him up there. Be like, oh, I see him. So many random guards just appearing in places that they don't seem like they should be. Can't take that. What is this? High Overseer Francis Perry. Sacrifice will never be forgotten. First Overseer to personally encounter and combat an incarnation of the Outsider went missing during the Fugue Feast. His body was never found. High Overseer Abram Templeton, a pillar of justice standing above the clouds of iniquity, wrote the opening of the litany of the White Cliff, taken by consumptive illness. Ashes. High Overseer Falk Barrow. His hand will ever be on our shoulders. Contributed several chapters to the sayings of the Overseers. Introduced the right of the watchful eye. Fell down a flight of stairs. Poor dummy. High Overseer John Clavering. So it's Clavering, not Clovering. Anyways, may his light guide our path through the murk. Instrumental in construction of the abbey, his deft hands illuminated early copies of the 7 strictures, consumed by fever in his bed. High Overseer Benjamin Holger. His words will drive us ever onward. Founder of the order, wrote reform and tradition. Knife driven through his eye during the siege of White Cliff. There's another knife through his eye. Or what's left of it. That rune is very nearby. Well, I found the book on the 7 strictures, apparently. Excerpt from a commonly distributed overview of the 7 strictures. Surround your innermost being with the strictures and you will be safe. The 7 strictures are core principles taught and reinforced by the overseers across the Isles. From these principles stem all manner of rules, social codes, and beliefs about the cosmos. The 7 strictures: 1. A wandering gaze. 2. Lying tongue. 3. Restless hands. 4. Roving feet. 5. Rampant hunger. 6. Wanton flesh. And 7. Errant mind. All these behaviors must be restricted in order to keep one's heart free from malevolent influences. They are the inroads of the outsider. Let's see here. I think we've got lying tongue, restless hands, roving feet, rampant hunger. I don't know if we've got wandering gaze, wanton flesh, or errant mind as of the moment. Not that it matters, but it would be nice to read. Is that a note? No. Not really. Let's see if we got anything in here. No, just some stuff to read. High Overseer Stephen Gainsford. His mind was a sharp light piercing the gloom. First to discover the discordant scale, a champion against the forces of corruption, died testing a harness designed to protect its wearer from high falls. Nice. Just kill that ash too. High Overseer Scott Grafton. He drove back the darkness so we might have peace. First Overseer to forge into Pandysia, to purge darkness wherever it might be found. Died of plague. Cremated with Holgar's opal to honor his battle with the plague. Opal, huh? I'll take that. High Oracle Gwyn Horncroft. Her insights aligned us in our time of greatest need. First woman inducted. Founded the Oracular Order. I am not pronouncing that properly, am I? Succumbed to madness. Oracular Order, and whatever. High Overseer Rai Matson. By his innovation do our ranks now swell, initiated the trials of aptitude, defenstrated during the night of flung shutters. Flung shutters, huh? Do these ashes look like different colors? I can't tell. They're like slightly darker or whatever. Anyways, High Overseer Tynan Wallace. His fires left nothing behind but the righteous and true. Led the first of the great trials, tortured and burned over 1,000 heretics, died in bed of old age. High Oracle Delilah Somonos, I guess. Her inquisitive mind left nowhere for corruption to hide. First woman of southern blood to join the order. Opened relations with Circanos, and founded an oracular chapel there. Assassinated by agents of the outsider. I think I'm going to go ahead and smash through the other ashes just to see if there's anything in them. I mean, there was that opal and that one thing, and probably that's the only thing to find, but you never know. Can I jump on you? I can't seem to jump on this to break it. Guess you have to chop it. Really sounds... maybe it's coming up through the vent or something. we got here? Oh. So these are, all the 7 right here. It looks like. Take money or walk away. I'm gonna take the money, damn it. That's mine. Alright. Wandering gaze. Restrict a wandering gaze that looks hither and yonder for some flashing thing that easily catches a man's fancy in one moment, but brings calamity in the next. For the eyes are never tired of seeing, nor are they quick to spot illusion. A man whose gaze is corrupted is like a warped mirror that has traded beauty for ugliness and ugliness for beauty. Instead, fix your eyes to what is edifying and to what is pure, and then you'll be able to recognize the monuments of the outsider. Sure. So this is actually a little bit different. It's kind of shorter. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in the man's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark an entire city may burn to the ground. I remember it being longer. Oh, hello. I'll take those. Restless hands, blah blah blah. And there's the rampant hunger. I don't think we've seen this one. Restrict the desires of the wanton flesh. Truly, there is no quicker means by which a man's life can be upheaved and sifted than by the depression. Ugh, you're killing me here, man. Anyways, of uncontrolled desire, what avail is the concourse of a prostitute, the attention of a loose woman? Nothing. And what of the fruit of such unions? Only sorrow is born by misery, and misery is multiplied. They're giving me tongue twisters here, and it's killing me. Errant mind. Restrict the errant mind before it becomes fractious and divide it. Can 2 enemies occupy the same body? No, for the first will direct it one way and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch and break their neck. Likewise, 2 contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or will become weak-willed and subject to any heresy. We have here to the backyard. No, I still haven't found that thing that I hear. Is there something up here? This looks awful suspicious. No. Not much to find there. Okay, now I hear it right here a lot. Must be from that vent. Where is a way down? That's to the kennels. Oh wait, no that's not. That's something completely different. Sort of to the kennels. Perhaps there's something down here. There doesn't seem to be anyone down here. That's to the kennels for sure. Well, that's obvious. Why, hello. Music player, huh? Alright. Fugue Feast. I believe we read that a long time ago in the lighthouse tower. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see the Fugue Feast on the top, therefore we've read that before. Why, hello. Mine. Imperial decor plates, I'll take that.